And we are live once again. Thank you, Ernesto.
Oh, thank you.
Whew, this was a opportunity I didn't want to miss out on because we are going live on Facebook. And people, and I knew if I came in the garden, everyone would come out and say hello. And it's a special day because what is today's day on the Mayan calendar?
Today is yellow magnetic seed. We start the wave spell of the seed.
Oh, that's right. We're in the new wave spell. That's right. This is the one we want.
Yes.
I am here. I have the pleasure of being here with astrologers, people who know their stuff. And I am a wheel. I did learn it at one time, y'all, but I forgot it because there's an app for that. And if you know me and you know my show, you've seen me do the app. Hey, Karen, welcome. Oh, Karin. Hola, Karin. So please greet everybody in Spanish because we're going to do this bilingually.
Yes.
Perdón.
Bueno, hoy estamos aquí desde Vilcabamba, desde el restaurante Mestizo, compartiendo la invitación que nos hizo Phyllis para compartir nuestro conocimiento sobre la astrología maya y la cosmovisión alrededor de los calendarios y las cuentas del tiempo y sus investigaciones que ellos realizaron.
What he said. So, now say it again in English. He can do both. So I'm just here to poke him.
Well, we are really happy to be here with Phyllis in Mestizo Cafe, and we are here to talk about Mayan research about time and natural cycles and the calendars they develop. So we hope you like this information. We are here also to answer some questions because it's important that people know that this is a real serious investigation research and that is really benefit it's a good tool for humanity to go on through these hard times we're living.
Very good point. Very serious point. Thank you for starting there. So what is different about Mayan astrology from Western astrology? What's the difference?
Okay, there are several differences which create a big space between Western civilization research and Mayan astrology research. As we know, Mayan people, they were really aware of the galaxy or its movements and the cycles we as a planetary system participate on. So the big difference radicates in that the Mayan considered there were 13 constellations and Western civilization just only consider 12.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know we were adding another constellation to it. Okay.
They even when you go to this planetary in Colombia, they tell you there is a 13 constellation, but they haven't decided.
Right. Well, we get that in I can't think of the name of the constellation, but yes, we get that as well. Now, I understood that the Mayan take a Explain, por favor. You can do it in Spanish first. This is a challenging one. And that's the part that made the difference.
Yes.
Because you take in time as, I don't know how to explain that. What time is one of the elements that you can, why is the fourth dimensional astrology different from the third?
This worldview considers time the fourth dimension.
Okay.
Yes.
So you include that dimension in when we do the chart.
Yeah.
Right.
The difference between both kinds of astrology is based in that, for example, Western civilization, they say there are 12 symbols for the whole humanity. But Mayan used to think that there are 260 possibilities of mind pattern.
Right.
The other thing is that Western civilization doesn't consider energy as one of the levels to to need from humanity. They they are just coming to the conclusion that there is energy flowing from cosmos to this planetary system. Energy is codifying life, informing nature, and that is what we would call the fourth dimension.
Okay.
The relation we have with all these movements on which we participate as a planetary system.
All right. Now do it again in Spanish.
Bueno, estamos considerando las diferencias entre lo que es la cosmología maya y la forma en la que ellos usaban la información de los descubrimientos astronómicos que ellos realizaban. Entonces decimos que la primera diferencia básica es que para los mayas hay 260 patrones de información diferentes para toda la humanidad. Mientras que en la civilización se consideran 12 sellos, que son los que, pues, el zodiaco, como los conocen. Hablamos de, Phyllis nos preguntaba sobre la cuarta dimensión, el ser cuatridimensional del que habla la astrología maya. Bueno, nosotros consideramos que hay 4 niveles de energía en el ser y uno de ellos es precisamente aportado por el tiempo, que es la energía, sería como traducido como los movimientos en los que participamos y en los que nos permiten interacciones energéticas con el cosmos. Eso es lo que llamamos información, luz, llegando hacia nuestros sistemas planetarios. Todos estos movimientos celestes, todas estas variaciones de las posiciones de los planetas en la galaxia generan diferentes dinámicas de la energía. Por ende, diferentes formas de comportamiento y de estar en el mundo.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Well, all right. So, what do we need to know? Okay, I want to get this question out before I forget. It's 7 years since the last Mayan calendar. Did they make a new one? The
Oh,
big one that we all were like, oh, it's over, we're done. Well, I'm like, getting the calendar. We're supposed to get a new one. Where's the new calendar? Anybody, they're chiseling?
Uh, well, that is a very good question because what the ancient Maya civilization left us uh, just came until 21st December
Right.
2012,
Right?
right? But
We're
if
still
we
here.
go to,
We're still here.
Yeah, we keep evolving. We keep.
Chop wood and carry water is what I heard from Jose Arguelles. Till we get somewhere else.
If we go to Central America, for example, we would meet there the last descendants of these cultures, and they follow the the ancient calendar of the Mayan
Right?
their own way, their own interpretation.
Okay.
What we have done is to go deep into the research of Jose Arguelles, because this is the person, this is the author who has written, who has researched
Right.
more
Right.
deeply into this topic.
Right.
So we go to Central America and we see these people using the calendar, but we don't have such a broad, a big research like Jose Arguelles did.
Okay. So we don't know.
So what we did, for example, we call these people who keeps this knowledge living Maya timekeepers.
Okay.
So when I started studying, I was told that at the end I would become a living Maya timekeeper, and that our mission as living Maya timekeepers
Right.
is to continue the calendar after 23rd December 2012. One of the reasons why we are here.
We got the
Why we
living.
travel.
Oh wow.
Right?
Okay. So wait. Now that's a lot of work.
Oh yes, it is a lot of work. We have been working, we have been researching, and we prepare ourselves to keep on um, creating the calendars the Mayan way, but under the research of Jose Arguelles.
Right.
Jose Arguelles was the one who taught us about
Yeah.
the dynamics of time
Right. Right.
and the energy light information which comes through all this process.
Sure. Now, I studied Mayan astrology under a woman who studied under
Jose Arguelles.
Jose. So I'm a second generation
Okay.
studier. And that's where she made me learn my calendar the old fashioned way until they came up with an app for it.
Yeah.
But one of the things I find most, and I'm sorry, do that again in Spanish. Talk about the 2012.
Okay.
Why don't we have that and you can do it in Spanish?
Phyllis nos pregunta, bueno, el calendario de los mayas llega hasta 21 de diciembre de 2012 y aquí estamos, ¿no? Se suponía que era una advertencia de esta fecha, pero realmente lo que significaba para los mayas era el fin de la cuenta larga que ellos dicen. Es una cuenta que dura 5.125 años, de 365 días, y que terminaba precisamente, que venía desde agosto de 3113 a.C. hasta el 21 de diciembre del 2012. Le comentaba a Phyllis que, bueno, si uno va a Centroamérica, los indígenas descendientes de esta cultura todavía siguen el calendario a su propia manera. Nosotros hemos ido profundo, muy profundo en la investigación de José Argüelles, que fue el, digámoslo así, el que más publicó sobre este tema, el que más información aportó a través de su investigación. Y una de las tareas que tenemos nosotros al aprender este conocimiento, lo que nos convierte en, como dijimos en inglés, Living Maya Timekeepers, una de nuestras funciones es continuar las cuentas sagradas de los mayas, las cuentas del tiempo ya relacionadas después del fin del ciclo, del fin de la cuenta larga que terminó el 21 de diciembre del 2012. Entonces nuestra tarea es seguir las cuentas, crear los calendarios e informar a las personas, a la humanidad donde viajamos, sobre qué pasa, sobre cuál es la información que porta el calendario, sobre cuáles son los niveles de información que hay para nosotros y sobre el tiempo en este calendario. Es nuestra tarea.
So, you're as a living timekeeper.
Maya Timekeeper.
Your job is to are we charting new time? Are we okay? So, as a living timekeeper, how do we? You're making me think time is something that we have to re-chart or redefine or recalendarize.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Well, yes, it goes in both ways.
Okay. So, what time are we in now? What do we call this time in the Mayan?
We are to understand first that what we ended in 21st December is what they call the galactic cycle,
Right.
which is
So,
the time it takes our sun
right.
to spin around the core of the galaxy.
Okay. So we've done a galaxy loop. All right.
Yes,
All right.
we just
Finished.
a complete loop
Right.
around the galaxy. That loop, that spin around the galaxy, that cycle is called the galactic day.
Oh, okay.
So we were from 3,100. We were living the night of this galactic day. So we are coming out of the night, coming into the light after December 1st, 2 o'clock.
All right. So
Yeah.
we are just beginning another galactic cycle in
Just
this
in
new
the-
galactic year, or not year. How long does it take to go around?
It takes 26,000 years.
Okay, now we're talking some real time. Okay, all right. So 26,000 years, and we've just started a new cycle.
Starting a new
Is
cycle.
there any information we know about this cycle?
Well,
And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to say that again in Spanish too. But I want to
okay,
answer this
yes,
question first. Okay.
yes, yes. Phyllis nos pregunta que ¿cuál es la tarea como un Living Maya Timekeeper? Bueno, una de las tareas es seguir las cuentas de los calendarios. Entonces, los mayas nos dejan hasta el 21 de diciembre del 2012, nos dejan el final de la cuenta.
I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on, just setting us back up right. I got it. Okay, we're good.
So, nos deja, el calendario que nos dejan los mayas termina el 21 de diciembre del 2012, que curiosamente coincide con el fin del ciclo galáctico de 26.000 años. Lo curioso de este ciclo galáctico es que parece que salimos de la oscuridad de la noche del ciclo para entrar en pleno amanecer de la galaxia. Nuestro sistema solar está más cerca del centro de la galaxia ahora, por eso se dice hay más luz, energía, información llegando a nuestro sistema. Y en esto queremos ser claros porque el calendario se convierte en una herramienta para poder decodificar toda esa información, luz, energía que la galaxia está enviando a los sistemas planetarios de vida. ¿Sí?
See. Okay. All right. So we are in a new time cycle. That's so 26,000 years. Ooh. We should plan. We need a plan.
Excuse me, I'm
on-
interrupting only for a minute. Do
I'm
you have
live.
anything on the 15th? You're live.
I'm live. Can I?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll call you back. You can check my calendar on the 15th, but I'll get back with you.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You and everybody else is like the wrong corner to be in. Everybody trying to find. It's like, oh, she's out here. Let's go talk to her. That's why I hide in my apartment because people always keep trying to find me.
Yes.
So we're in a new time cycle,
Yes.
and the that's a little weightier expect answer than I was like. Oh, I didn't think about that. What do we need to know?
Well,
Let's get to the heart of it.
We are beginning a new cycle.
Right.
Another spin around the galaxy for
26,000
26,000
years.
Yes.
And we're only 7 years into
we
it.
have only walked 7 years.
Yeah.
But we are in a different position of our own history or evolution.
Yes. Right.
That means,
right.
right?
Right. That's the important part. Right.
It's really important because as we see it, we are coming out of the darkness, the night of the galaxy,
Good.
into the light of a new dawn, a new galactic dawn.
Oh, thank God. How long is it going to take us to come out of the dark?
It took us like 10,000.
I was afraid you'd say that.
50 days.
Well, we can go now. All right. All right. We got another 20, 30 in the dark, 40 for the rest of us.
Hopefully not, because now we are
Oh, okay.
we are in the dawning of the
Of the new
galaxy,
age.
of the new age.
We have the new age.
And as we approach to the core of the galaxy, to
Yes.
the center of the galaxy,
Right.
we receive more information from there, and Hunapku would say the Mayan. And that light information energy is for us to evolve, is for us to come out of this suffering, this ignorance, and
Thank you.
and begin to live in more harmonic ways, in more peaceful manners. We have to understand that evolution is when we realize who we are and the effect we cause upon reality and upon the others around us. So this is a really special time in our history. And Mayan people left the calendars there because it's our need,
Yes.
it's our responsibility
To create
take
it.
conscious, to become aware of the time,
Okay.
and to take this civilization to real evolutional stage, to real welfare for us.
Español again.
Bueno, venimos saliendo de un ciclo de
We're gonna work double
26
time.
mil años y decimos que en los últimos 5.125 años o 10.250 años estuvimos en lo que es la noche de la galaxia, desde el atardecer hasta el nuevo amanecer galáctico. Esto es muy positivo para nosotros porque se supone que nuestro sistema planetario está más cerca del centro de la galaxia. Al ser de esta manera, más energía, luz, información llega hacia nosotros como civilización. Entonces hemos salido de un periodo oscuro de guerras, de violencia, de sufrimiento, pero se supone que ahora tenemos la oportunidad de recibir toda esta luz e información y crear mejores formas de habitar el planeta, mejores formas de relacionarnos, es decir, iniciar un camino hacia nuestra evolución, que implica que nos demos cuenta del efecto que causamos en la realidad, en nuestras relaciones y en el planeta. Entonces es muy positivo porque es nuestra tarea apoderarnos de la responsabilidad de seguir las cuentas y de ser conscientes del efecto que como civilización nos estamos causando a nosotros como humanidad y a nuestro planeta, a nuestra casa, a nuestra nave espacial con la que viajamos por la galaxia y hacemos todos estos ciclos interminables.
Okay, so we're in a new time, y'all.
We are in a new time.
And we can, what can we do with this time? When there's information that's already here for us.
Yes.
And that hasn't changed, correct?
No.
All right. So when we know our galactic signature, what can we do with it?
Well, spiritually speaking, we would say that the spiritual process of one individual in this planet begins when he recognizes his galactic sign or the information the calendar provides in that specific date, right? So when we receive this information, we start to perceive ourselves in a different way. Is, for example, you tell me my name is Phyllis, and I say I don't know anyone who's called Phyllis, so I don't have information
Yes.
from
Sure.
I don't have information.
Sure, it's just a name.
But it is just a name that
But when I
Even
say
if
I'm
I-
resonant mirror, he goes, oh.
it contains a very complex language which contains tons of information for the evolutional process of the person.
Yeah.
So that's why we say, spiritually speaking,
Yeah.
that the spiritual process of one person becomes when he or she realizes who she is in this language, which specifies the evolutional process of the people, of the person, even of the humankind,
Sure.
as a collective.
As a collective.
Yes.
That's an interest. Okay, in
Yes,
Spanish.
because-
In Spanish first.
Yes,
Give me that
because-
answer first in Spanish.
Because we are not only individuals. We are a whole with the planet.
Right.
Well, hablábamos de qué pasa cuando las personas reciben la información del calendario, específicamente la información de su fecha de nacimiento. Bueno, en nuestra creencia, que está muy basada en la cosmología maya, pensamos que espiritualmente hablando, el proceso evolutivo, el proceso espiritual de una persona realmente comienza cuando recibe su firma galáctica, cuando recibe esta información de su fecha de nacimiento, que es la que le permite acceder a la información de su proceso evolutivo. Decíamos también que, por ejemplo, un ejemplo claro de esto es como cuando nos dicen su nombre. Me llamo Ernesto, entonces no hay suficiente información sobre la persona, o sea, sobre su quehacer en este planeta en un nombre. Pero si nosotros decimos espejo rítmico blanco, si la persona nos dice que es espejo rítmico blanco o espejo resonante blanco, a través de todo este lenguaje tan complejo, accedemos a toneladas de información sobre la persona y no solo sobre la persona en el proceso evolutivo, sino también sobre la historia del planeta y sobre lo que estamos haciendo como civilización, a nosotros mismos y a nuestro planeta.
Nice. All right, so spiritually speaking, all right, is there another speaking that we can look at with the Mayan?
Well, yes, they say reality is a complex of levels of energy. The light condensates into matter, but and in that way dimensions appear, right? The first dimension, the second dimension. But what is amazing about Mayan worldview is their ability to see everything as a whole, as as a as a complete,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
as a
All one.
you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
So
It's all one thing with just lots of levels. Got it. Sorta.
yes, yeah.
He's like, you're getting a bad interpretation, but okay.
So it comes. We would receive information to deal with the material world, but also with your mind,
Yeah.
emotions,
Yeah.
and energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
And that is something no other spiritual practice would provide you.
Okay. Espejo.
Bueno, hablamos de la información que nos provee, bueno, nos pregunta Phyllis, ¿cómo los mayas miran las cuestiones? ¿Solamente espiritualmente o hay otras formas de ver el mundo, ¿no? Para los mayas, lo que es para nosotros fascinante de esta cultura es su habilidad de verlo todo integrado, como un todo. No se puede hablar de espíritu sin la materia. Son diferentes niveles de condensación de la luz. La luz se condensa hasta volverse materia. Pero hay otros niveles más sutiles donde la luz todavía se convierte en pensamientos, emociones, energía.
All right. So you're here.
I'm here.
What are you going to teach us?
Well,
And let me just interrupt.
Yeah.
Ernesto, or you're not resonant mirror. What's your mirror?
Rhythmic mirror.
Rhythmic mirror.
Yes.
It's kind of my cousin.
Yeah, we are neighbors.
We are neighbors. And using our life, because the mirror is to use your life as part of the story for people to reflect against.
Yes.
And so you're here to teach us some stuff. And so you've opened up workshops, and there's a 2-part workshop that's going to be offered here. Give me the dates again.
Well, we're gonna be on Saturday 7.
Yeah, December 7th.
December 7th.
And
in
the 14th.
the 14th.
All right, and we'll be here at Mestizo in the afternoon in the patio. And what do we learn on December 7th?
Well, what we want, our job is to spread this message because the people who left us this information, they consider is a medicine for the world, for humanity. They say the way we perceive time configures our thinking, our way of
Yeah,
being in the world.
sure.
They also say that the wrong frequency of time, 1260, based on the 12 months of the calendar, or 12 hours the clock, 60 minutes the hour, is a wrong frequency which has led us to materialism.
Oh, snap. Español.
Well, bueno, lo que vamos a aprender en este taller es básicamente la diferencia entre los calendarios. En esta primera oportunidad, en sábado 7, un mestizo, aprenderemos un poco sobre cómo la forma en la que vemos el tiempo. Es decir, que en nuestra creencia se tiene la noción de que si seguimos una frecuencia errónea del tiempo, como se considera el calendario gregoriano, de 12 meses, de 12 meses o 12 horas el reloj, 60 minutos la hora, practicar esta forma de ver el mundo, de ver el tiempo, nos lleva al materialismo y por ende pues a dejar sin considerar otras nuestra espiritualidad. En contraposición tenemos el calendario maya, lo llamamos la frecuencia real del tiempo, porque está sincronizada de la del Sol y de la galaxia. Por eso creemos que esta información es una medicina para el mundo, no solo para objetivos individuales, sino para nosotros como un colectivo. Se supone que al entrar en contacto con esta información, la percepción de nosotros cambia, sobre nosotros mismos, sobre nuestras relaciones y sobre nuestra participación en toda esta danza celestial que realizan los planetas.
That is a big problem. I know, it's one of the things I first learned, the Gregorian calendar has really just effed us up. And it has intentionally taken us off our natural rhythm as a species.
That's right.
So we do need this whole system to collapse so we can start with a new time cycle. Because I follow the moon cycles because that's what's the natural cycle of the planet. And so when we learn synchronicities of the Mayan calendar, you can look at a day, like today's day, and look at what are the flows, what are the energies of the day, which is something we've never been taught. We don't know what an energy for the day is. It's my favorite one is blue storm days. I always stay home on a blue storm because shit happens, on a blue storm day.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful. But it was like, really? That's not something we know to even think about. So how... well, it starts with learning your signature, and that's the important part, and then understanding that we have a new cycle of time that we've got to understand, and that will just make life flow for us, and then we are in synchronicity with our planet.
Yes.
Oh, you got some work to do.
Well, yes.
You got some work to do, bro. I'm like, okay, and I love it and I appreciate it, and I think it's incredibly important that we get back into the rhythm. And even with music, we understand the 432 hertz and the 440 hertz, and we have been intentionally, pretty butterfly, have been intentionally thrown off our cycle so that we're always, and a lot of my work is going, why? What's wrong with us? Why we can't be in harmony? Why do we always fight? What is wrong with and on such a base level, we have been screwed with, and I just think it's just that little adjustment that needs to be done.
Yes.
Knowledge is power.
Well, the thing is that this adjustment must be done by each one of us.
Yeah.
They say if you want to change the world, change yourself.
There we go. That's all that matters, really.
But
yeah.
Sometimes we don't have a guide to orientate us through these processes. Spiritual process, they are recognized like that.
Sure.
But for us, everything is evolving, and evolved implies becoming aware of what you do to yourself, to others, and to the planet.
Sure.
So when the human use this information and take it seriously, it would provide the tools for every person to assist his own evolutional process. And evolutional for us is coming out of the dark into the light.
Yeah.
Dark means like suffering, like ignorance, like disrespect, and especially an awareness of what we are doing to ourselves, to others, and to our relations.
Yeah. Ooh, That's a biggie, as we say back home. En
Yes.
español, por favor.
Bueno, lo importante de esta información es que nos convierte, nos vuelve conscientes de lo que nosotros somos. En un proceso espiritual esto es muy complejo porque se requeriría de una guía que es precisamente lo que hace el calendario, proveernos una guía para poder monitorear nuestro proceso evolutivo. Evolutivo para nosotros o evolución es cuando nos damos cuenta de lo que, del efecto que causamos eh, con nuestras acciones, palabras, pensamientos, a nosotros mismos, a los otros, al planeta. Ese es el verdadero proceso de evolución. Nosotros no estamos evolucionando como una especie realmente. Somos una especie muy joven, mm, que sabe muy poco todavía, pero que tiene mucho desarrollo tecnológico. Y esa no es la evolución. La evolución no es tener un desarrollo tecnológico impresionante. La evolución para nosotros es aprender a vivir. Evolution for us is life. And learn
We
how
have
to
lost
live
that.
would be
Yeah.
like taking care of what we do to ourselves, to others, and to the planet. And try to do good. Right?
What is the role of humans on this planet? What's our purpose here?
Oh, yes. There are, as we say, there are several levels of
Okay.
understanding to that question.
Okay.
Well, we are here to learn,
Okay.
basically, to become aware. In northern Native American cultures, they say we have four sacred relations. And in our worldview, we say those relations are the development of cosmic consciousness.
Consciousness, right?
So, we have the relation with ourselves. So we have to learn we are here to learn. We must learn to be happy. We must learn to be healthy because this gift, which is life, is perfect. Just that we don't know how to take the best out of it. So this is important because this information, this knowledge lead us to appreciate more the gift of existence,
Right.
the gift of relations,
Oh.
the gift of being in a planet, magnificent device which carry us through space, but at the same time provide us everything we need to go on and on and on unless we do something stupid. And that's what we don't want people to do. That's what we don't want the decision makers to do.
Right.
We want to have the opportunity to tell the give the people the right information, the right tools, so they can decide, they can make more wise decisions.
Espanol.
Um,
It's like he's man.
bueno, en las culturas nativoamericanas se habla de cuatro relaciones sagradas. Está la relación con uno mismo, con los otros, con el planeta, con la hermosa nave del tiempo, tierra que tenemos, que nos lleva por el espacio y el tiempo, pero también con el cosmos. ¿Sí? Para nosotros en nuestra cultura es el mismo desarrollo de conciencia, conciencia cósmica, es el mismo proceso de desarrollo de conciencia cósmica. Primero te vuelves consciente de ti mismo, del efecto que causas, pero al mismo tiempo, o paso seguido, te das cuenta de quiénes están aquí en este planeta contigo y cómo piensan de diferente o cómo solucionan las cosas de diferente. Luego está el planeta y finalmente está la galaxia o el cosmos en el que, bueno, en este caso, el organismo mayor al que pertenecemos en el cosmos, la galaxia. Entonces es muy interesante porque esta información nos invita a respetar nuestras sagradas relaciones, como dicen los nativos americanos, a respetarnos a nosotros mismos, a respetar a los otros, a cuidar nuestra casa, el planeta y a vivir en armonía con las otras inteligencias que seguramente están en la galaxia, pero con las que no tenemos un contacto directo aún. Yes.
All right. Are we going to learn how to do this on Saturday?
Oh, I don't think we have that much time.
No, it took me months to figure this
Yes.
out. Boy. All right, so we.
I was talking about technological development.
Yes.
Before, and
There's an app
I
for
was
that.
saying that evolution is not the accumulation of technological advance.
Okay.
Evolution is when we realize what we are, who we are, what we are doing here.
Well, there's something. I don't think we're evolved that much. we got some work to do on that one.
Yes,
Oof.
I want to say that we are not against technology.
Oh, good.
Not all is good, not all is bad or harmful, but there are new tools.
But when the electricity goes out,
Oh yeah, you can.
Somebody find a Mayan astrologer to help you with this one.
Yeah.
But everyone will be able to calculate. So again, that's on Saturday. We're going to learn our own galactic signature.
Yes. We are going to learn how to follow this 13 moon 20-day calendar, which is in attune with the natural cycles.
Okay.
And which translation is the one that provides us all those information we are talking about for individuals, but for us as a collective, and the cycles upon the Earth participate, like the spin around the galaxy. The galactic cycle. En este taller del sábado estaremos compartiendo, además de darle a conocer a las personas la firma galáctica, su fecha de nacimiento en el calendario y cómo sacar esta información, no solo usando estas herramientas, sino ya la tecnología y otros materiales que se han utilizado. Pero también estaremos explicando sobre los ciclos naturales en los que participa el planeta y la manera en que ellos nos condicionan o nos afectan. Es más o menos lo que estaremos viendo. Ya en la segunda sección del taller, dentro de 8 días, ya estaremos profundizando un poco más sobre los niveles de interpretación que el calendario tiene para nosotros.
Now, I remember when I had my chart done, it was kind of like I don't want to say the Nazi symbol, but what's the Indian? But it has that kind of. Are you going to do any of that kind of charting?
Well, yes.
Part 2.
We are going to introduce the language of the Sulking, which is the basis for the calendar 13 moon, 28 days. And we are going to explain this. We are going to give the concepts and the basic definitions for this symbology, which is the one that contains the information.
Right. One en español.
Bueno, estaremos explicando la simbología, esta simbología que aparece precisamente, básicamente los sellos, los tonos, porque esta simbología es la base para el calendario de 13 lunas de 28 días. Todo esto viene de la cultura maya y así el doctor Argüelles lo haya organizado en su investigación. Hemos puesto toda esta información también a prueba, hemos investigado para considerar la pertinencia de esta investigación. Y ese lenguaje es el que estaremos compartiendo, estaremos enseñándole a las personas a interpretar ese lenguaje y a decodificar los niveles de información que tiene para la persona, pero también para el tiempo. Pero porque en la cosmovisión maya, el tiempo, la energía, los números y las personas son una misma cosa. In Mayan worldview, people, time, numbers, mathematics, and energy are just the same.
Right. I remember a formula for humanity, and it was time multiplied by energy or focus equals your art.
Yes.
And the formula, or the purpose for humans were to create art.
Art, yes.
And so your art is where you put your time and where you do with this on this planet. And one of the things I love most about the Mayan signature, when you understand how you chose your purpose and your what you wanted to do with the time that you have, are your lessons. It's what's in it for you that matters, right? You're here to navigate your own soul. So it is, and what was a beautiful, and what I love most about the Mayan calendar, I look at it as purpose. Why did we come? And it looks at that big question: what am I here to do in this lifetime? Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why we were saying this tool, this calendar, and the information it provides helps you to monitor your own evolutionary process.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Ooh.
in a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
special language, you will decode tons of information about yourself,
Yes.
about the time processes you participate. Like, for example, people may not know this, but the first day in the calendar is the mission for the humankind. For example, for
Right.
synchronization.
Right. The Ken? Is
The
that Ken
first,
1?
no?
Is that the first Ken?
The first can
All
of
right.
the year, which is in 26
26th
July.
of July,
Yeah.
right?
So that's the portal of the year, and that day, that king, as we say, encodes the information for the mission of the planet, the humankind on the planet. That's really interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, I need to go back and look at that because
Yeah.
that set our tone for this whole year, or
Yeah.
the 280 day year. Because the Mayan has a 280 day that follows the cycles of the moon. Right. Okay.
Well, the 13 moon calendar is a device for measuring the solar ring, right? Or spin around the earth.
Right.
So as a collective, humankind needs to synchronize with that solar ring, become aware and
So is
decode.
it.
Yeah, and well, we have to check what it says, right? As when we are given our galactic sign. But this solar ring has an individual aspect for each person,
Right.
which is your birth date.
Right.
So every birthday, you move in the calendar. So the calendar provides you specific information for that specific moment of your life. So this is really interesting. No other method which we know
Yeah.
does the same,
Right.
provide the same information.
Español.
Decíamos que esta información es muy interesante porque el calendario de 13 lunas de 28 días sigue la órbita solar del planeta alrededor del Sol. Y esta forma de medir el tiempo nos provee con una misión planetaria, que es el primer día del año, 26 de julio, nos provee con una misión planetaria para todo el colectivo humano. Pero también nos provee con información individual que está codificada por nuestra fecha de cumpleaños. Es decir, que cada que cumplimos años nos movemos en el calendario y recibimos nueva información para nuestro proceso evolutivo. Esto es muy interesante porque no conocemos otro método en la Tierra o en otra civilización que nos provea tanta información tan precisa. No solo en general, sino para momentos específicos de nuestra vida, determinados en este caso por la fecha de cumpleaños de la persona.
Wow. I really appreciate the information that gets given to you when you get this information, because it's not like any of the other astrologies I look at. And I work with Taoists, the Chinese. I work with not so much with the Western astrology, but human design that combines that, a lot of different systems. What I like most about the Mayan, again, is looking at the overall picture and diving down into that, and then finding a way to flow with that energy. And I was a headhunter for many years, executive recruiter.
Yeah.
And when you're talking with young people and they don't have a clue what they're going to do and with their job, they're quite they'll try anything. And now we live in a time when there's too many choices. We are confused. We can't make decisions. Do I go this way? Do I do that? And what the Mayan will give us, and third dimensional or Western astrologers that I know, when they learn the Mayan, they stop using the Western. They go to this because it is an overall piece of information that you can use that guides you really directly, so you don't go, I need to make that decision, because it's an internal decision.
Yes.
But you need to know your own compass.
Yes.
So it's the compass making abilities of the Mayan that I'm like, okay, come. Y'all, that's it. There's some information here. And he's got, I bet your beautiful jewelry is in the, do you have the jewelry out? The bracelets? They're in the bag.
Yeah, they're in the back.
They're in the bag. You can't see them. You got one on? No. He makes these lovely, you get your Mayan symbol and a beautiful beaded bracelet that they've done. Can I have it? And we're playing games on Saturday because we've got to learn.
Yes.
We got to learn the codes. And so, oh my God, that was a hard part too. I had to memorize them all. I was like,
That's the day today.
this is today, the seed, kan. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Okay. And we will, and with each day, and it's amazing to me, each day, each day has such a rich story into it. It's like, well, there's this aspect. It's complicated, y'all. But she's gonna break it down to you, because it does. You can't get it all in one time, but you can get the information you need. So I would encourage you, come on Saturday, meet with brother and Soul. Soul, this cutie right next to him. She's smiling, making all the things happen for us, and really, it's all for you. It is going to benefit you in a way that you just have not seen before. So encourage you, come down on Saturday. What time are we at? We're 2 o'clock?
At 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock on Saturday?
Yes.
I'll put a post up. Don't worry. I'll get it up there.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. That's right. We did right, because we got, something always going on in the garden here. But 3 to 5, come in. It's 2-hour course. You get a lot out of it. It's only $15. Come, learn, invest in yourself. You'll take more out of it than just a little bit of time you've invested into it. And what else do we need to know?
What else? I would like to say, talking about Western civilization and
Right.
ancient cultures, knowledge, that they are quite opposite in their world view.
Yeah.
So the Maya calendar is like a fresh vision for us to review. The Gregorian calendar is a calendar church with a lot of karma, with a lot of sadness and suffering, which we have caused each other for centuries. And
26,000.
and we consider along this research we have learned about the best ways to live in this planet from different cultures, not only the Maya, but we would like to say to the people that as the Jose Arguelles, the Galactic Messenger, used to say, there are many things we haven't considered. And time is so important that the notion, the concept you manage about it defines
Yeah.
most of your life
Yeah.
and most of the way you relate
Yeah.
and live in the planet. So there are a lot of things you are going to consider while coming to the workshop. We are going to talk about really, really important facts, which we want you to come and share with us and nourish from all this knowledge and information we are trying to spread across the world.
Doing it. Espanol.
We are doing Bueno, de las cosas que más nos impactan es que venimos hablando de un calendario, de una cultura antigua, antigua, ancestral, ¿sí? De mucho tiempo antes de esta civilización. Y hablamos del calendario gregoriano. Queremos decir que ambas visiones del mundo son prácticamente opuestas, diametralmente opuestas. Y también decíamos que, como decía nuestro mensajero galáctico José Argüelles, que fue la persona de quien más hemos aprendido de su investigación, como él decía, hay muchas cosas que no hemos considerado como especie, muchas, y una de ellas es el tiempo. Y el tiempo es algo tan fundamental, tan importante para nuestra vida, que el concepto que manejemos de este depende muchísimo de nuestras relaciones, de nuestro quehacer en este planeta. Por eso queremos invitarlos a que en este taller aprendamos sobre estos temas, consideremos algunos de los aspectos más importantes de la cultura maya y tomemos también de las mejores formas de vivir de las culturas como los mayas, que nos han dejado su legado y su conocimiento para nosotros poder seguir en este proceso evolutivo.
All right. Okay, you heard it from the man first. A living Maya timekeeper we have in Vilcabamba. And Vilcabamba is such a special place anyway. And so teachers and healers and body workers come here because this is a yin vortex, and this is where teachers grow, expand, and do their work best, which is why we do what we do here. And so it's an honor for me. Thank you for coming and sharing your story and teaching, and because I know how important this is. So it was like, oh yeah, we want to talk about this. Let's get this on here. So I hope to see y'all Saturday. It will not be recorded, so you got to get your butt down here. But I may get them back on again, so we'll do this again. So thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you for inviting us to this
And he's
beautiful
such a
place.
cute, easy on the eyes. So come on, enjoy this. All right, y'all. Do what you do. Follow, and he's on Facebook, so you can follow him here. But look for my post. That'll be posted on Mestizo page. So I'll be posting the group and the event there, and you'll have the details there.
Well, thank you very much for inviting us. We are so happy to be here. We've been before, but not doing this. We visit this place in the past, and we feel it as a place of power of planet Earth. Something really special happens here.
Right.
And the other thing is that we interpret and we translate this information for the people also. If you want to know about all the information your galactic sign or your birth date in this calendar provides, come to the workshop or ask us to do it for you. We want to do the workshop because we need people.
Yeah.
We want people to
know it,
to learn how to.
You need to know it.
To do all this stuff.
But you are doing individual readings.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Oh, get a reading.
And well, we invite you to contact us, to write, to come to the workshop, and to ask us anything you need to know about all this information.
Get a reading. Get a reading. All right. Namaste. Bye, y'all.